Hi everyone, and welcome to another Facebook Live with me and my amazing mother. Thanks for joining us again.
That's
And
okay.
today
Glad
we're
to
going to
be
be,
here.
do you want to say hi to everyone?
Hi, hello everybody.
So today we're going to be making Thai spring rolls, and we're going to be doing them the very traditional way. We're even going to be making our very own spring roll wrappers, which I think is really amazing, and it's actually pretty simple. Well, you know, Mum makes it pretty simply, so
Yes.
you do a good job of that. All right, we're going to get started first though on the filling, and you need to make a little paste first, don't you?
Yes.
For that. All right, well, let's get started. So tell me what you need for your paste. So with the filling, we want to get as much flavour in there as possible, and this paste is, you know, really does that. So
Yeah.
what do you need?
Black peppercorn.
Black peppercorns.
Black peppercorn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
And garlic.
garlic. Three garlic cloves.
Yep.
And then
You have to pound, and you take the skin from the garlic out.
Oh,
You don't
great.
need that. Okay. So take it out. That's it. Now.
okay, and so with the coriander, Mum, so we're going to be using the coriander root, and so this is the whole coriander stem, if you like, and this root has heaps of flavour. So how much of this do you want in there?
Just about this much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because so we need that.
So we'll save the leaves for a little bit later,
Yes.
but we put this into here as well,
Yes.
and that's got a huge amount of flavour, so that's going to be
pound
good.
that. Yep. All come together. Yep. You can see there's all the smell, all the coriander, pepper, and garlic. That's it. Okay. That's all that. Okay. That's it.
Mum, and that smells so good
Yeah.
already. I love that.
Okay.
So
So
this
the
is-
plate ready.
Lovely.
So now we're gonna fry that.
Now you're going to fry off
turn
the
it
paste. All right, let's
on.
have a look. Let's turn this on for you.
Okay.
So this paste is a really, it's really a very traditional kind of paste. You use this paste to start all sorts of things, don't
Yes,
you? Like
yes.
soups.
Soup and stir fry, because we love that. We love the garlic,
The garlic
pepper,
and
coriander.
coriander.
Yeah.
It's a very traditional sort of Thai flavour, and I
Yes.
love that smell. It's so
Yes.
good. Well, let's
Now-
get that heating up.
Okay.
And if you guys know anyone that would love to share in this recipe, just tag your friends below. If you tag someone, you'll also go in the running to win one of my cookbooks. So that's extra fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to cook this off in here.
Oil.
You need a little bit of oil.
Yes. Because that
Here you
oil.
go.
Just not much.
Yep.
Just oil.
And then some of this paste.
Yes. Under this paste. Then when you fry a little bit.
Yeah.
So that you get a smell, you know, just a garlic and all
Awesome.
that.
I wish you guys could smell this. It smells
Yes.
so
now
good.
we are ready for the pork.
I'll get rid of this.
Yes.
All right.
First,
So pork.
pork, yes.
So we're making pork spring rolls today because they're my favourite, aren't they?
Yes. My favorite.
So mums
food.
always make your favourite things, which is why I love having my mum
Yeah.
around to cook these things for me. But what else could you use, Mum?
This pork. You can use chicken.
Chicken,
Yes.
yeah.
You can use prawn.
Prawn.
If you-
I like the prawn one
Yes.
too. The prawn one's good. So you would just use minced chicken or like roughly chopped or minced prawns
Yes.
as well.
Yes. Yes.
And if you'd like the recipe, we'll be posting it after the show on my website, marionskitchen.com. So you can
Okay.
find all the ingredients and all the quantities there.
Yes. Now your carrot.
Carrot.
Cabbage. All go together.
Carrot and cabbage.
Yes. Go together. And cabbage. And the noodles.
Noodles.
Yes.
Okay, so these noodles are cellophane noodles, aren't they, Mum?
Yes.
So these ones here have just been soaked in cold water, isn't that? Do you want to tell everyone how you soak the noodles?
Yes. You take out the packet and you soak into the water. Just cold water, not hot water.
So these are the noodles before you soak them,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And so Mum's method of soaking them in cold water makes sure that the noodles don't overcook. It's actually really quite genius. If you boil these, they can get really soggy and overcooked. And then when you put them in here, it makes the mixture too wet.
Yeah.
So there's the mum tip for the noodles.
And sugar, a little bit.
A little bit of sugar.
Yep.
Okay.
Fish sauce.
Fish sauce. Of course.
Yes.
How much? You tell me when.
Just that's it.
A little bit.
Just we don't want to be too just nice and
It
flavor.
smells so good already, Mum. I love it. Yum. You can smell the garlic. And actually, do you know one of my favourite flavours in this dish is the pepper. So you get this really sort of peppery, garlicky flavour in the filling. It's really lovely.
So you can see they go start to cook. You can see that you don't want to be cooking, too soggy. Just you can see that should be enough, because you have to put in the spring roll and you have to fry the spring roll.
And you don't want it too wet. This is the thing.
No,
right?
you don't want too wet.
See how this is really dry? There's really no moisture in there at all.
Yep.
And so I've had this problem, sometimes when I make these, the pork mixture, like the pork mince, is a little bit wet. So what's the solution if I can see juice here in the pan?
So what you do, you can add flour.
Okay. Yeah.
Like just corn flour, plain flour.
So a little bit of corn flour, just to make everything nice and dry.
This you look and see that they go ready now. They should be ready.
Okay,
you can see that. You can see the.
Well, I'll clean up this for you. And then we want to let this cool down, right?
Yes, to cool down.
Okay, so we'll cool that one down. And now we're going to make the wrappers. So these are very easy, but you just need to get yourself. We prefer just like a big, heavy based pan. So it's important that the pan's quite heavy, because you're going to get your fingers in there, and you don't want to burn them. So we'll start off with that, and then you want to get some flour and water.
Yep.
So the mixture itself is pretty easy, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's 1 cup regular flour.
Yes.
And 1 cup self-raising flour.
Yes.
And then you add in how much water you want into there.
Yes. 1 cup.
Yep.
1 cup. Just put in that. That's it. 1 cup.
Great.
Yep.
And then you want to mix that together. I'll get you there you go. So what are we looking for?
You make to the flour and the water, they go together. You don't want lump. No lump.
Okay.
You can see when you make it, they go smoothly, right? No lump. No
so do we need any extra water in it?
Yes, you need extra more.
So we're looking for like a thick paste.
Thick paste, yeah.
Rather than a dough, aren't we?
Yeah.
You tell me if you need some more water.
A little bit more.
More?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. You can see when they go together.
So we start off with a cup of the flour, a cup of self-raising flour, and then a cup of the water, and then just add a little bit more if you need, right?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Now they go together.
A bit more?
No, that's it. Now you can see that they start to go together.
Oh, yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Yep. You can see they come together. You can see that. You can see when you make it. You can see that.
It's heating up for you.
Now, the start ready. See, you get the order smoothly now. That's all you need. Like that. Yeah, that's it.
Great.
Yep.
So you just mix that up, and then you probably want to let that. You need to let that rest for a couple of minutes, don't you? Actually,
after that,
rest for a couple of minutes first.
You have a rest first. You can't do straight away. After you can mix.
So we rest it for about 10 minutes. This is going to let the water and the flour just sort of all hydrate and get nice and whatever it needs to get to.
So rest.
Great. All right, and let's have a look and see who's joined us and whether they have any questions for us. Let's have a look. Us and whether they have any questions. Turn the sound down because you guys don't want to hear that. Okay, so hi Anne, thanks for joining us, and we've got some people tagging. So lots of you haven't made the spring roll wrappers at home before, which is really great because it's a really good technique and it's really easy. So we're going to keep working on that. Hi Denny, thank you. Thanks for loving our recipes, that's really nice. And yes, Chloe, if you want to put some ginger in there, ginger's fine. So you can add more garlic, you can add ginger, anything, you know, kind of goes in these spring rolls. It's pretty good. So all right, well let's keep going. So let's have a look at these. Yes. So ideally we would let that rest for a bit longer, but we can give it a go, can't we?
Okay, yes.
All right.
Yes.
So let that heat up. And so this is a little bit tricky. It looks scary, but it's not scary, I promise. So you just want to grab your fingers and get in there and sort of, I've got this pan heating up, but see how it's warm, but I can still touch it. So that's what you want, warm, but you can still touch it. And then we want to put our hands in here and spread it onto the pan.
Ready now?
Yep.
Pan.
Yeah. Go that way.
Ready now?
Yep.
So go like that.
And you just sort of smooth it out.
As you can see, now the size you want. You don't want to make it, that's fine.
That size?
Yeah,
okay. And then I'll turn that pan on again. So once you've spread it out in there, then you just let it heat up.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can see when they start to ready, they start to come off. You see it? And you can peel it off. Yep.
Okay, let's have a look.
Yep. You can see it.
Have you got a little here?
Okay.
So I can see it's just starting to set on the side.
Yep. You can see they come up.
Yeah.
A couple of minutes. Yep.
So you don't need to cook it on both sides, do you? Just,
no,
just
only
one side.
only one side. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Only one side. Yep.
So just peel, and then that just will peel off. Yep. And there you go. So that's your spring roll wrapper. And then, so what you need to do then is sort of turn the heat on and off just to make sure the pan doesn't get too hot. So I've turned the heat off now, and then Mum's going to have a go at making the second one. And so, yeah, so you get this lovely, it's very thin, but, you know, pretty easy to make.
You know what?
Yeah, you want to go?
Yeah, that's it.
Great. And so you're just sort of scraping off the excess when you're doing it, sort of spreading it out, scraping it off, and then I'll turn the heat back on, let it crisp up underneath. And so with these wrappers, I always find the fresh ones, it's best to use them straight after you make them. Yeah, because these are fresh, they can dry out if you leave them for a little bit too long.
Yep, not leave too long. Yep.
Just lift that up. Turn that off. And there you go. Yep, let's make a few more because I'm hungry, Mum. I'm going to make sure I've got enough to eat.
Okay. Not hard, just.
I'll see if we've got any questions on the spring roll wrappers.
Yep.
Yes, I promise it is easy, James. She does make it look easy, but it is easy. So really, the technique is really just about spreading it as thin as possible, keeping that pan warm and not hot, and then you should be okay, I promise. Okay, let's have a look. And there you go. Yep, we can keep going.
Turn off now.
And so if you do have, if you are using store-bought spring roll wrappers, that's totally okay as well. Like, this is a really great sort of weekend project kind of thing. I really love the texture of these fresh ones. I think they go really sort of shatteringly crisp on the outside, and then they just have a little bit of a softness on the inside. And I think with the ones that are store-bought, they're certainly great, but they just have a bit more of a one-dimensional texture, I think. So. And when you've got a mum that can make wonderful fresh spring rolls.
You like fresh spring rolls.
We do like the fresh spring rolls, don't we? Okay, so I'll peel that off. Just leave that one go a bit longer. So don't forget, guys, tag, share with your friends. You'll go into the running to win one of my cookbooks as well, and hopefully your friends will enjoy the recipe as well. Is that looking good?
Mm-hmm. That would be all. With another one?
Yep. We'll do one more and then we'll get started on the rolling. So I'll just make sure no one's got any other questions. Electric stoves, very good point. So it does work on the electric stove, but I just find it's easier to pull it off and on and turn the heat on and off sometimes with just this gas stove. But certainly with the electric stove, just make sure you're moving the pan off the heat and on the heat. The main thing is to be able to adjust that heat, make sure the pan's not too hot. So I certainly don't want any of you burning yourselves at home, so just be careful. But you'll get the hang of it. It's really easy. Okay. So, and just to prove that someone else can do it, I guess I should do one as well, Mum.
Yeah. Make sure you cut it.
Right. So, just get this on here, spread it out. So I do mine in a bit of a circular pattern, Mum, which you do yours in a crisscrossy pattern. And there you go. Okay, so now we can get on to rolling these and cooking them. Yum. So I'll move this away for you. And we'll just peel this one off. So what do you reckon, guys? Easy? It's easy, don't worry.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll move this over here. Move that away. Okay, so rolling. What do we need for rolling? We need a little bit of flour and water.
Yes.
So I find with these fresh made wrappers that sometimes, because they're a little bit thicker, the egg, just plain egg wash, doesn't quite stick them together, does it? So we use a little bit of flour paste. So what did you put for that one?
Just water.
Just water and flour?
Flour, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, why don't you show everyone how to roll them up?
You need a spoon. Can you use the spoon?
Yep.
The spoon here?
Yep.
Okay. Here?
Yep. So my problem is I always make mine too fat, don't I, Mum?
This spring roll, make sure you don't want too much filling.
Yeah, you really don't want too much filling because then you get exploding spring rolls, don't you?
Yeah.
We don't like exploding spring rolls.
No. You have to hold this one, right? One first, and you
So I like to call it the tuck and roll.
Yes, tuck and
Tuck and roll.
Like that, and you just put this flour right the end. The spring roll. That's how you roll back like that.
Oh, Mum, it's a work of art. Beautiful.
Yep.
All right, we'll put that over here.
Right here.
Yeah.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, I'll do one and you do one.
Yep.
Okay, so you do one.
Yep.
All right, so I just want a little bit. I always put too much in mine, but and Mum always takes it out. Now, what do you think? Is that too much, or is that that's okay?
Yep.
All right. So I always think, it's this first roll that's the most important because you don't want everything being too loose. If it's too loose, it's all going to come apart. So you sort of roll up and push back so that you're getting a nice firm tuck in there.
Yep.
And then you get your sides folding just like an envelope. And then just get everything nicely, firmly rolled up. And then some of this flour and water. And put that together. And there you go. So these are really great to do in a big batch. So it's fun if you've got a friend to do them with, or your mother, and you can get, you know, like 20, 30, 50 sort of done. And at this stage, then they go in the freezer, don't they?
Yep.
And they're like your little party emergency
Yes.
spring rolls then. And you can cook them from frozen. So just want to freeze them and then put them into the fryer and cook them from frozen. They're really handy to have around, I find. I like it when you make me a big batch for my freezer. That's always the best.
Yep. Because you can freeze him. You can make this spring roll. You can freeze him.
Yeah.
You can.
Okay, so once again you roll over, push back a little bit, make sure this is all nice and firm.
Yep.
And then tuck, tuck, and then roll. There we go. Yum.
You make another one?
No, let's get cooking. I want to get cooking so I can get eating. That's the aim. It's the aim of the game for me. Okay, so let's get that oil heating up.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, and so you've got some, so we've had some oil heating up. And what kind of oil do you like to use?
Not sunflower oil.
Sunflower, vegetable
oil,
rice bran oil as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So the main point is that we want to use an oil that's neutral tasting. You don't want anything with too much flavour.
Yes.
And so anything like that is a good oil to use. And then you want to show everyone how you figure out if it's hot enough.
You got a wooden spoon.
Yes, wooden
like
spoon.
This, and you can put it in, make sure that you're tasting the oil is hot.
Yeah.
So you see that when you put this in, it got bubble.
Oh yeah, I can see the bubble.
You can see the bubble coming.
Great.
So that's mean this is hot oil.
Is that one hot enough?
Not
Turn it
not
up
quite.
a little bit more.
Yeah.
So you want to see more bubbles like
yes, you can
hot
see
bubbles.
more bubble.
All right,
yes,
let me get
good.
this
Yeah.
sauce. That's looking pretty good.
Yep.
I love these. Are such great party food. I love this. I love these spring rolls.
They start to bubble.
Great. Awesome. So don't forget, tag your friends, guys. If you tag or share this video, you go in the running to win one of my cookbooks. So that's very fun. Is that looking good? All right. Let's see if we've got anyone with any questions. Let's see. Oh, okay, so Annette's asking how long will they keep before you have to use the spring roll wrappers. So that's one of the things with these fresh spring roll wrappers. You definitely want to make them and then roll the spring rolls straight away. What happens when they sit around for a while is that they start to dry out and then they'll start to crack when you roll them. So I would plan to make the wrappers. As you're making them, just keep them under some paper towel or a tea towel and then immediately go to roll the wrappers afterwards. Once they're rolled, they're fine. You can put them in the freezer, put them in the fridge. It's just that you just don't want to leave them sitting around before they roll because they start to crack then. So let's have a look. Wholemeal flour, that's a good question. We haven't tried with wholemeal flour before.
No, we don't go wholemeal flour, no.
You know, I think it would be worth a try. You could certainly try that. That would be a good one. I might give that a try as well, but we haven't done that yet. Let's have a look. Oh, thank you. You guys are so kind. Thanks so much for tuning in. Maria says, hi, Marion and Mum. Love you guys.
Oh,
that's nice, isn't it? Okay, all right. This is starting to look good.
Yeah.
And I want to put these in gently.
Yep.
And you just want to see those spring rolls bubbling away.
Yep.
Okay, and so while they're cooking, Mum, I might make the dipping sauce, and this is really simple dipping sauce, isn't it? Just a little bit of, so it's like a sweet sour carrot dipping sauce that we're making, isn't it? Ooh, they look good. So for the dipping sauce, we're just going to add a little bit of sugar, some water, and some vinegar, and that's going to turn into a really nice, like sweet, sour dipping sauce. And we're going to use some carrots as well.
Fish sauce.
Ah, fish sauce, of course. Yep. And then a little dash of fish sauce.
Yep.
And you just want to heat that till the sugar dissolves.
Yep.
Awesome.
Spring roll looking good.
They are looking good. I'm so excited. Yum. Okay, let me get a plate out. So the great thing about using a cooked filling as well, because is that the filling's already cooked, so you don't have to worry about whether the inside is cooked. You just want to cook these until they're golden brown on the outside. That's the plus about doing that. Let's have a look.
Coming good.
They look great. Have a look at this sauce. Okay, that was good. So if you were using store-bought wrappers, the process is totally all the same with the rolling and the frying. You can freeze those as well. So totally up to you whether you want to go the extra mile and make these fresh spring roll wrappers. I would recommend trying it, giving it a go. I think they're pretty easy to make, and they have a really nice texture. I really like them. But not everyone has the time at home to make them for them, so completely understand if you just want to use the store-bought.
Spring roll coming.
Yum. So how many of these can you make in like half an hour? 100? 50?
Yeah, 100. Give me 100.
You reckon you make 100 in half an hour?
Yeah, not take long. When you're feeling ready, not take long. Yeah.
She's really quick. You should see her when she's just and then they all just get done, and all of a sudden there's a massive tray of spring rolls.
Yeah. Not take long.
Okay, so this
sauce
is coming up. You can smell that really nice sweet sour flavour. Okay, so turn that down, and then we just like to use a little bit of grated carrot, and that's just got a really nice colour and adds a bit of crunchy flavour as well. So that's going to be our sauce. There. And I'm so excited about these, Mum. I'm just going to grab chopping board so we can cut into them and have a look.
Yeah. Okay. Coming.
And so one of the things that I find with deep frying things at home is how do you deal with this oil afterwards?
You can clean it and you can keep or use, but one more time.
Yeah, that's what I think too. So if I'm doing something like spring rolls, something that's not with a strong flavour, like fish or seafood, then we strain it when it's cool, and then we can use it again next time with deep frying, because you don't want to waste all of that oil each time.
Because you can use one more time.
Yeah.
Just fry the spring rolls.
And so the really important thing with deep frying as well is that you really want to make sure that the temperature is the right temperature when it goes in, because when you're getting the soggy, oily spring roll, that's when the temperature of the oil hasn't been hot enough, and the spring roll sort of soaks up all that lukewarm oil. But when you get the temperature right and you see those bubbles and the sizzling, you're cooking the outside, and then none of that oil gets on the inside. So if you've got the right temperature, you will not have a soggy spring roll.
No.
Which is, you don't want a soggy spring roll.
No. Not nice.
Not nice, is it?
No. Okay,
so these are starting to look good.
Yep.
They do take a little bit longer to brown than a store-bought wrapper, but the wait is worth it, I promise.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're going to have a granddaughter soon to make these for, aren't you?
Yes,
We'll have to get
looking
her
forward
rolling
to it.
spring rolls.
Yes, yes,
If you've been
looking
following
forward
me
to
on
that.
Instagram, which is Instagram Marion's Kitchen is the handle, you would know that we're expecting a little girl very soon. And
looking forward
so
to
there's
that.
3 generations in the kitchen today, essentially,
Yes.
on the way.
Yes.
I hope she likes spring rolls. I hope she likes chili.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. My mom likes chili.
You do like
Like
chili,
spring
don't
roll.
you?
Yeah.
All right, so they're looking pretty good.
Yes.
A little bit more colour.
Yep.
You don't want a pale spring roll.
Yeah. Coming. The color.
Okay, let's see if we have any more questions. Brody, you're just like me. Yeah, I always make them too full. Brody's saying she always makes hers too full. Yeah, that's my problem too. Let's see. Oh, Mum, Sarima is saying hi, and she's saying, you're so cool. You are really cool. Kristen Burns would like you to make a big batch for his freezer.
Okay. Yes.
I think she's agreed to that, Kristen, but
Yeah.
on a live show, I'm not sure whether she'll follow through afterwards.
Because in a spring roll, you can make, and you can freeze them, and you can make a
Exactly,
lot.
you can
Yes.
freeze them, and you can
Yes.
have them for dinner, or you can have them for a
Yes,
party, or
anytime.
whatever you like.
Yes.
Okay, so they're looking pretty good to
Yeah.
me. So just drain them on a kitchen rack or paper towel, so we can get those out
Yep.
onto here.
Yeah. Color coming good, isn't it?
Yep, I think that looks fine.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
Yum, and let's have a look inside, see how well we've done with the inside. So we've got that crunch you can hear, and then you can see we've got that beautiful crispy texture on the outside, and just that little bit of that soft pastry in the middle, and it makes all the difference. These fresh spring rolls, they really do have such a nice texture on the inside. Whoop. It's a little bit hot. So I always like to cut these in half. I know you do as well.
Yes.
When you serve them. And the reason why we like to cut them in half is so that you can, when you get your dipping sauce, you can pour it straight into there and get loads of that yummy sauce in there as well. So just slice these up. What do you think, Mum?
Good.
Good?
Yes.
Okay, so put these out here.
The color good. Oh, the texture. Feeling.
I love these wrappers. They're just so crispy and yum. And there you go. All right, so these are my mother's amazing spring rolls. It's what I like to call them. Mum's amazing spring rolls.
You like it, don't you?
Right, let's have a go. They might be a little bit hot, but I'm so dying to munch into one of these. I'm so excited. So this is why we cut them in half, because then you can get your dipping sauce right in there.
Oh, you can hear the crunchy.
It's hot, but it is so good. Yum. Thanks, Mum. If you guys want the
Thank
recipe, just head to my website, marionskitchen.com. You'll find the recipe there for the wrappers, for the sauce, for everything. Thank you so much for joining us. We love it when you guys join us in the kitchen. And thank you to my wonderful mother
Oh,
for making us the spring rolls today. So thanks, everyone.
Okay.
See you.
Bye.